The best way to describe the last 24 hours in the crypto market are odd, bizarre, weird, because we saw some retracements. There's a lot of red in the crypto space, Shiba Inu included. And it's very strange how this took place, but it's also even more strange that despite the red that we're seeing in the crypto market, we've seen Shib take a couple steps forward. We've seen Ethereum take a couple steps forward here as well. And we're going to talk about all that and more in this video. So if you guys are new or haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below, hit that bell. It's free to do. It'll keep you updated anytime there's new content live here on the channel. So first of all, I have to say the big thing that caused these drops in the crypto market was leverage liquidations. I talked about this in my ADA video earlier today. There was $700 million worth of long leverage liquidations over the last 24 hours. And one trader alone kind of started this just cascade of liquidations. They were actually liquidated for $100 million. Just imagine how brutal that would be. I don't have $100 million, but if I would, I definitely would not have it liquidated via leverage in the crypto market. But that's what caused the red in terms of Ethereum, in terms of BTC, in terms of Shib, and just drug everything down in totality. Of course, it sucks. Obviously, Shiba Inu was down about 4% on the day. Yesterday it was down about 3%. So not a fun drop, right? We didn't get this nice bounce back like we have been seeing in terms of Shib. We're not at the point where we're going to say it's going to just keep falling or anything like that yet, because we've seen some good signs here too. But what I will say is Shib is kind of doing what it's done before. And that is actually, we're actually almost creating a little bit bigger of a descending wedge now. I didn't even realize this until now, but this is kind of what we're building here, with a potential downside all the way around in the 40125, 40126 range. Again, not ready to say it's going to go there quite yet, but we have done this the last several times Shib has gone on a pop. We've gotten a little bit of a drop. All right. So you have to understand that the market is ever evolving. It's a moving, breathing thing, and things do change, right? Now, these liquidations caused obviously an Ethereum drop, a BTC drop, not a fun day. Shib got drugged down by Ethereum. And what we did in fact see yesterday was some longer term capitulation in terms of Shiba Inu. In fact, yesterday, the average hold time of transacted coins was 9 months. That's a long period of time. So you had a lot of people just calling it quits yesterday, saying, I'm done. I can't take it anymore. And you do get those periods. We had that back here on May 24th. We had that back here on May 12th. We had that on May 5th. Well, the good news is that this is in fact descending. The time is descending. So you're seeing conviction still be longer. All right. It's a great sign. People are planning for the future. That's exactly what you want to see. I will say yesterday was a small outflow day in terms of whales, like 60 billion Shib offloaded. So not a big day nonetheless. And what we did in fact take steps forward in is overall holders. We're actually approaching a new all-time high. I can't speak. A new all-time high in terms of overall holders. That is a great sign. So people are in fact buying the dip. We have new holders entering Shiba Inu. We're approaching the highs there. That's a great sign. That's exactly what you want to see, as we're trying to escape basically this time of crap. Okay. Now, what I will say is very interesting. One, I talked about this in my my ADA video earlier today. We are doing a little bit of a retest on our total 3. And I will say we did get a bearish cross on our stochastic RSI. So we do need to make some ground up there. We need to make some moves and kind of buck this trend by the end of the week. But what we are still seeing, and what I thought was kind of strange yesterday, is we actually had a big ETH day. We actually had $91 million, almost $92 million worth of ETH bought through Ethereum spot ETFs. That's actually opposite of what BTC did. BTC actually had an outflow day. So this is very, very odd, I will say. What we also saw was that over the last 48 hours, there was 1 million Ethereum that was actually bought by whales. So there is something that's taking place right now that is very opposite the market. And that is that Ethereum, it looks like, is gearing up for a big move. And that's exactly what we need for Shiba Inu, right? And there might be more days of suck. Maybe there's some more downside, but you can see that people are actively buying this dip. And sometimes you just need a little bit of a dip, a little bit of a shakeout to spur some more activity, to stimulate buying, and then away you go. We've talked about this many times before in terms of Shib and other assets, and guess what? It's led to exactly that. Big breakouts, big moves to the upside. Now, what I will say, something to watch is that the Ethereum Foundation transferred 1,000 ETH 10 minutes ago to, it looks like Genosis safe proxy. So it looks like they are unloading some Ethereum, which they've been doing throughout most of this market cycle. Hopefully they eventually run out because that's just obnoxious at this point. But what we've done is we've cleared out a lot of the really tight long leverage that's been pressed up against prices. And now you've kind of seen the shorts follow back down like we've seen many times before. And so you can, in fact, create liquidations to the upside. And it's a question of what do we see today, right? What's the big news? We know that the Bitcoin conference is going to be done. We know that there's a PCE report this morning that will have come out by the time that you guys are seeing this video. So there are some things that could, in fact, be a little bit of a catalyst for the crypto market. Maybe you see Michael Saylor decide to buy the dip. Who knows? But the good news is that on a fundamental level, we're still taking steps forward in terms of SHIB. The price isn't always going to be green. There will be days of suck. Today is a day of suck right now. We'll see if that happens. We'll see if that continues into the weekend. But we do need to start kind of flipping this bad boy around. All right. When we look at Shiba Inu, we're actually at 3 straight red weeks. It sucks. We're actually kind of building, again, a big bull pennant, big bull flag or descending wedge, right? Losing my train of thought here. What I will say is that we did again get that bearish cross on the weekly stochastic RSI in terms of SHIB, which has led us to some downside before. What I will say is there have been fake outs along the way too. So this is something to watch very closely as we make our way through the rest of the week. We're still on the positive side in terms of MACD. We're still on the positive side in terms of RSI in general. But that's all I got for you guys. Kind of a mixed bag. There are weird, strange things going on right now. It looks like a big shakeout in the crypto market. Go figure. They've done a very good job of playing on retail's emotions. And the biggest thing I can say is if you are emotional right now, you're probably overextended or you're watching the charts way too much. Me personally, I don't really watch the charts during the day. I just have alerts set that just pop up. And sometimes I forget whether they're good alerts or bad alerts. But understand that the market still has a lot of room that we have ahead of us. All right. We, again, have not triggered adoption. Retail has been kind of postponed for now, but those things will change over time, especially once we get through the crap. So I appreciate you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know your thoughts below. Do you think we're going to bounce back from this? Do you think we're going to see some more downside? But have a great day. Show your love below. Catch you guys in the next one. Take care.